Okay, I'm trying a different recording thing today. If you like it, cool. If you don't, let me know. And basically, today's video is going to be talking about how everyone has an unfair advantage and how this benefits you, right? So, having an unfair advantage is basically the concept, for those who don't know, it's the concept of having something that is undeniably in your favor compared to everybody else. And I believe that everyone can find their unfair advantage. They have to do so by self-reflecting and visualizing which things they are really good at, and understanding that those things can be applied to other places to then become a better skill and outcompete everyone in your competition, right? So the first thing I want to go over is how to find your unfair advantage, because a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't know what it is, and then it ends up falling under the same category as follow your passion, which is not what I'm advising here. Because follow your passion is recommending that the world has to give something to you. And the unfair advantage is where you give something to the world, and the world in return gives you the knowledge of knowing that, okay, I'm really good at this, these guys are bozos, let me go sweep them out of the competition and then win. Okay, so my unfair advantage, for an example here, is I'm able to learn and adapt to things very quickly. I'm like a lizard, basically. And the reason why I know this is because as I'm going through the school system, I can learn things quicker than everybody else, and I can end up teaching them the things that I learned within like the same day that we're learning it. Like the same class period even, right? So that's how I figured out that, okay, my unfair advantage is that I can learn things extremely quickly compared to anybody else. And having that knowledge, I can now go apply that into a different field or a business where it's highly adaptive, and I can succeed in it because I know, okay, I need to do this, this, and this because this changed. And I can see that maybe either I can see that change within like a week, a day, where other people will take like 2 weeks, maybe a couple months. So I have that little advantage that I use in my life, and I want to bring that type of value to your own life as well. So, how to find your unfair advantage. To go about this, you first want to figure out, what do you think you're good at? Okay? Think about this for a little bit and go try those things. Now, obviously you're not going to be an expert, because that's just like natural raw talent cannot get you to expertise without some practice. Fair. So, I want you to go into these fields though, and I want you to see if you succeed in a better way than everybody else. If you succeed more quickly, more competently than other people, then you're probably meant for that field. Or not meant, I shouldn't say meant because that brings back to passion. I should say you are equipped to take on that skill that's needed in that field, right? So I want you to take that skill and then write it down and be like, I am very good at blank. Fill it in. You get that skill, and then you want to ask yourself, where can I apply this? Now, okay, I am very good at putting things together precisely. Okay. Like physical things, by the way, I'm talking about. Okay, what fields could that go into? That can go into making watches. That could go into making a phone. That could go into electricians. That could go into plumbing. That could go into most trades. It can go into, let's see here, placing like construction, right? You start to understand these little things, and you're like, okay, I can use this skill. Let me go apply it to these places. Let me go like find a trade job real quick, do it for like, you know, like intern with somebody for like maybe a month or something, and then come back and see what I think about it, right? Now, I'm not saying think about it like, oh, I want to do it, but I'm saying like, think about it like, okay, I fucking rock this guy at doing whatever he did, right? He was a plumber for 5 years, and I'm basically doing the same work as him, and same quality within a month. something like that would show you that you can smoke the living shit out of somebody else. Okay? Apologies for the AC in the background. I forgot to turn it off. That's on me. But now, figuring out what your unfair advantage is in the first place before actually applying it is the difficult part. And what I want you to do is to go and do something completely abnormal that you think you never do, right? For me, it was like playing soccer, right? I'm doing it now, and I did it for like I've done it for the past year, because I never really thought that I'd actually play the sport. I was always a runner. I ran track and cross country for like 4 years cross country, 5 years of track, or 6. Let me do the math. Five. All right. It took forever. But I did 5 years of track and 4 years of cross country, so naturally I'm a runner, right? So I never really thought that I would switch over to soccer, or football for any European audience. But it showed me that it also was another example for me that I can adapt to certain scenarios very quickly. Because keep in mind, these people that are on my team, they were learning, like, they learned their stuff for, like, since, I don't know, probably, like, elementary school. Like, very, very young, that they, like, knew their stuff. Or, like, they were building their knowledge in soccer, right? Football. I, on the other hand, joined when I was 16. I am 17. I have 1 year of experience, and I can still decently, like, be in that realm, right? Now, obviously not anywhere as good as they are, because, you know, they've been in literally 3/4 of their lives. But I still have that ability to say, okay, within a year, I was able to gain this much growth and kind of get to the point of where they are, but a little bit less. So not bad, right? And then it taught me, okay, this is the part where, okay, hold on. And then this is the part where you want to gain some sort of discipline or some sort of self-guidance. Because when you see that type of adaptation, or like when you see that you're good at that thing, you have to now practice it to gain that, like, sort of mastery. And usually in mastery meaning other people see you as mastery, but not really yourself. Because obviously you see your own flaws much more than anybody else. But gaining that idea of your unfair advantage is really important, since you'll be able to win. Simple. So I wanted to teach you that because it'll help you unlock any skill sets or traits or things that you need that actually might help your life, instead of trying to come together with some fake kind of substance that doesn't really show you that you provide value to other people. Rather, it shows you that you're expecting things out of other people. To clarify, I mean that when you're going, let's say you're going into college, right? You went into college, you're going down this path, and you're taking this degree. What you get with that degree is that you show people you want a job. That's what you get. You get that you show people that you want a certain job with a certain title. Okay. So, with that being said, the only thing you get from a degree is showing people you want to take something from them. Their time, their money, their resources. In return, that thing is supposed to provide value to them. That piece of paper that says, okay, I am good at technology. What, I have to say that's broad, but go with me here. And now that employer has to go, okay, this is a good skill for him to have, I'll hire him. But to go on a little rant here, if you ever notice, entrepreneurs, they don't really usually have any sort of special expertise. They usually hire the people that go to get the expertise. They are the employers, not the employee, right? And having that mindset, at least, will help you understand that jumping from being a basic person with not knowing their unfair advantage can turn into someone with their unfair advantage, hiring people to do the things that they lack at and do the things that you lack at, and therefore making your success tenfold, since now you have well-rounded, competent individuals supporting your weak spots while you show your brand in your strong spot. So that's going to cover it. And I hope you understand why you need to learn your unfair advantage, how to figure it out, and what to do to place it in the correct spot of your life that you can use it and bring power to yourself, to the people around you, and to just give yourself something worth purpose, right? And as always, we're here to help you help them. And you get a little secret ending because I don't really know how to end this, so